Let's get salty!
Everyone, Zeddy here again today with a brand new video, and yeah, things have gotten a lot worse in Hearthstone these past few days or whatever. In a couple of modes are just so utterly broken. It's at a near historical level. It's pretty insane. We're gonna look at the stats to see what is so broken and maybe suggest some things that could help, because I think we need nerfs like borderline emergency hotfix style right now. It is just getting so bad. But you know what's not bad? Our giveaway that'll be announcing the winners for tomorrow. $150 with the Caverns of Time packs. I'll just like and comment that video. Description below, the one with the thumbnail there. Be subscribed to the channel. If we manage to get 500 more subs by tomorrow, I'll add another $50 to that giveaway. So hit that sub button, make me go broke. We're probably not going to do that. But also, reminder, actually not reminder, I'll just let you guys know, I have another giveaway going on Twitter, courtesy of Hearthstone. They gave me a couple of bundles, 40-pack bundles for Caverns of Time. I'll link this Twitter giveaway below. You have to like follow me on Twitter, like, retweet, be sub to this channel. Another chance to win some packs. So get in on that Twitter giveaway if you haven't already. So yes, what is so utterly and disgustingly broken? Well, you take a look at standard. It's actually like, you look at the matchup spread or the win percentage. Hunter still at number one. We had that video about Warlock being number one. It lasted literally that night, and it's been Hunter even since. It's not busted or anything, but yeah, in standard, we're not really, this is not what the video is about. Standard has its issues. There's some stuff that probably could be adjusted or whatever, but overall, I'm not hating standard that much. My legend climb went pretty well. Control Warlock has really been kind of on the up and up, not the undead Warlock, not even Curse Warlock, but straight up Control, where, because yeah, 3-mana Sargeras is busted, you just play good removal. But yeah, there's been a lot of development and all that in standard, but what we're talking about, the modes that are absolutely and utterly broken at the moment, are Wild and Twist. And it's we've talked about it, but it's a lot to do with Warlock. So taking a look at Wild, this number keeps going up. Last time we had a video on the win rates, it was lower than this. This number keeps going up. The win rate for Warlock, discard Warlock, is getting close to 60% across all ranks. Warrior is literally only up this high with Even Warrior because it's one of the only decks that can possibly counter discard Warlock, and Mech Paladin also is just kind of broken, so it's up there. And then you have like the Frog OTK Shaman, Shutterwalk Shaman, and Even Shaman, but you only have 4 classes positive, but Warlock basically is absolutely busted. And all you gotta do, look at the card breakdown. I'm looking at Aegis Replay in Wild, Diamond through Legend, the mulligan win rate on the broken location that we're all very familiar with, 2 mana. For some reason, you look at 3 cards in your hand, you choose one to discard, you draw 2 cards for some reason, and it has 3 durability for some reason. It's like so broken. If you have this in your opener in Wild, you have a 73% chance to win the game. Like 3 out of 4 games, you just win because this is in your opener. It's got a better mulligan win rate than busted 1-drops in Cobalt Librarian, Malkazar Zimp. And by the way, this is not filtered by Warlock class. That is just Warlock. All the top cards, they're all Warlock because that's what you're playing. It's just gross. And the only Druid cards you're seeing are the Tony Druid cards, which are also just gross. It is the most awful Wild meta I have ever seen. So it's the perfect time for that Wild Heroic Brawl. And since Aegis Replay is really limited on data, I'm using Donkey's site, which has Wild decks, Diamond through Legend. What are the top decks in Wild? Well, we've got Discard Warlock, we have Discard Warlock, we also have Discard Warlock, Discard Warlock, Discard Warlock, Discard Warlock. Oh, hold up. Yeah, Discard Warlock, Discard Warlock. We do have Even Warrior. It made the cut. One build. Discard Warlock, Discard Warlock, Discard Warlock. And look, we got 3 more decks here in Discard Warlock, Discard Warlock. You can see, like, it is absolutely insane. It is beyond broken. We know that, you know, Blizzard doesn't really heavily balance Wild, like, at all, but this is a case where they absolutely need to step in and do something with Chamber of Viscidus. This card is just absolutely broken. It needs to get nerfed and adjusted, probably for Twist as well. But Soul Barrage is also a card that once that card came out, that's when Discard Warlock really got busted, right? They nerfed or they banned Tome Tampering, then they had to ban or nerf Cataclysm, and now we're back in the same spot where Soul Barrage really is a big part of this problem too. So honestly, you could look at a change at Soul Barrage, a Chamber of Viscidus. Also in Wild, I still think you probably should adjust stuff like Tony Druid, where you like just ban Gadgeted Auctioneer, because that's like the only standard card you could ban from it. And maybe like Frog Shaman, ban Flash of Lightning. Again, another card that's really problematic. Even Warrior, I'm just curious to see how it does in a less like, you know, predictable meta, because I don't think it's that incredibly good, and it's just a deck that recently popped up. But something's got to give for Wild, and it's probably got to do with Warlock. But I do want to mention those other decks, because yeah, dying like turn 4 or 5 to Tony Druid every game, pretty awful too. And I think that should probably get hit, and the whole Frog Shaman stuff. But it's not just Wild. It is also Twist, and this one's the real heartbreaker. If you look at Twist, very similar, right? Warlock right near the top, nearing 60%. Rogue is the other big issue in the mode, where Jade Rogue is really too good. The problem is I really like this format of Twist. I really like playing Jade Rogue, really fun deck. I still like playing Amir in 50% of my games, or the other 50% going in its Discard Warlock. Because just like you took a look at Wild, if you search by Twist and you look at Mulligan win rate, hey, Viscidus, common denominator here, 70%. I mean, if it's broken in Wild, where every card is available outside of some bans, and then you have a lower power format like this, yeah, it's going to be pretty busted. But you'll also note that Rogue is way up there with J Telegram, another card that I really feel like is something that should be adjusted, where I was talking about this on stream, that this old Twist format, card draw is very limited outside of Rogue and Warlock. I wonder why they're thriving. And when you have a card like Jade Telegram that just takes card advantage and just destroys it, like you just absolutely obliterate your opponent's hand, like it's such a bigger deal than in Standard Wild, where you never run out of cards. There's a reason this card doesn't see any play in Wild. It's way too slow, but in a format like Twist, it's really crazy. Of course, you also just have Sprint as well, which was 7 mana back in the day. Another card that's relatively problematic. Tiny Knight of Evil, which probably should have never been buffed. I mean, I really don't think there was any reason for it, honestly. And the Scarab Lord, which is pretty busted, is surprisingly not that big an outlier in terms of numbers, but you'd still think you would change it to like, you know, the 0-2 as a death rattle, or the Scarab Lord is like 1 more mana. I was watching Corbett stream, and he had this this graph made up. The Legend Ladder in Twist, it's like 37% Rogue, 32% Warlock, 20% Warrior, and that's gone down the Warrior because Sword Eater just got like removed. It wasn't supposed to be there. It's a big part of it. The deck's still pretty decent, but really, it's like Twist is like a mode I really like playing, but it's just not fun when you're only facing 2 classes. So I feel like they gotta do like a big change for that as well. The cards I mentioned, particularly Rogue and Warlock, I don't think you gotta really hit anything else, but like it's something's gotta give. Because also looking at DocuSite for Twisted Diamond through Legend, it's the same deal, right? Like you got the Discard Warlocks and you got the Jade Rogues and like 1 Warrior deck and a Beast Hunter deck. There is a Beast Hunter deck, and it even says 48%. It's not even like doing that great. So something's gotta give. These modes are absolutely busted, but they can be fun. And Twist, I don't even think it's that far off. We just need an adjustment, and they've proven they can do adjustments. We had bans in the first season. They said they're open to it if changes are needed. I just really hope they do something about Wild for once, because Mike, like, what more do you need than this image of just Warlock, Warlock, Warlock to say, yeah, Wild, okay, we'll do something for you, because this is pretty darn ridiculous. So let me know what you think in the comments below, what you think should get adjusted, how you're feeling about all of it. And I just hope we get that change for Wild and Twist, because I want to have fun in Twist, because I really like the current format. It's just, again, a little bit silly how unbalanced it is at the moment. Anyways, if you enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe. Have a great day and stay salty, my friends.